Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Veronica and I run a small business called Looping Teddies. In this week's video, I will be taking you along for another week of market prep after my last market got cancelled, but more on that later. So my next market will be August 2nd and August 3rd, so I still have a bit of time to prep for that, around 3.5 weeks. But I'm already getting a late start to this week of market prep yet again. So it's currently Wednesday, it's July 10th, and I'm about to start my workday. But before that, I wanted to check in with you, get this video started, and show you what I've been working on so far this week. So let's go. Okay, so I brought out my trusty old whip basket. If you've been to my channel, you know that this is where I store my whips or works in progresses, and right now in here there are a lot of baby Octo bodies. So all of them are all the way crocheted, so all of them are finished and fastened off, but none of them have their eyes added in here yet. And I also need to stuff all of them, so they're just the crocheting part is done with them. And if I'm correct, there should be 20 in here. So I've been quite busy this week already, but I just haven't finished them. I like to build up my stock and bulk make them, so crochet all of them first and then set up my workstation once and put all of the eyes in and then stuff all of them and then close all of them up, because bulk making your items just saves a bit of time when market prepping, and especially for stuff like these baby Octos, they are some of my best sellers at my markets, so I like to make a lot of these. That's why I like to prep a lot of them and then finish all of them at once. But there are a lot of different colors in here. I currently don't know how many different colors, but lots of very bright colors because all of them sold at my last market, and then also some classic blue baby Octos. So that is everything that is in here. And then something else I've been working on so far this week are these chicken bodies. Same with them, I am done with the crocheting part for them, and now I need to add in eyes and the beak and stuff them, close them up. And I have been working on a couple of these because, as I just said, I like to make a couple of each of the plushies if I can bulk make them and then just move on to the next step with more than one of the plushies. So I currently have 2 white chicken bodies and then one in this brown. And when I stopped working yesterday, I was working on another one of these brown chicken, and I'm currently playing yarn chicken on a chicken because that is not a lot of yarn left for this body. So I'm hoping that I can finish this whole chicken body with the ball of yarn I have left, because I don't have any more of this color. So I'm really hoping that this will be enough. But then also, once I have those 4 chickens finished, I should have enough for my next market. But still, I think I'm gonna use up all of the chicken yarn that I have in my stash, because that is some thicker yarn that I usually use for my other projects, and I would just like to bulk make all of the chickens that I can currently make just to be more productive. And I know they will sell eventually, even if it's not at my next market, but it should save me a bit of time in the long run if I now focus on my chickens, make as many as I can with my current stash, which should be around like 3 or 4 more, because I have some more of this white yarn and then some of my speckle yarn as well. So I will just make all of the chicken bodies that I can, and then we will move on to actually finishing some of the items. But for now, I will get started on my workday, and I will definitely check back in with you once I am on my lunch break. Hey friends, it is now a while later and I'm currently on my lunch break and working on this chicken body some more. But I thought while I am doing this, I could chat with you a bit about my plans for markets for the rest of the year, because that is something I really need to start working on, like plan out my markets for the rest of this year and apply to the markets that I really want to apply to. Because recently I found out there was this market that I really wanted to attend in December. So it's a Christmas market and it would have been 2 weekends in a row. and it said online that you could apply until the end of July. But I wanted to apply last weekend. I took some time out of my day and I wanted to apply for this market, and it said that they were already booked out and I couldn't apply anymore, even though it's not the end of July already. So that kind of made me go into panic mode because I really need some Christmas markets. Like, I definitely want to attend them because they should be the best markets for actually selling a lot of plushies, because I think a lot of people will want to buy that for their kids. So I definitely want to do at least like 2 weekends of Christmas markets. And now the market that I really wanted to do, I can't really do anymore. So I'm not really sure. I definitely need to spend a lot of time looking up markets that I want to attend and then also applying to them, because it kind of takes a long time to apply to those markets. So I definitely need to take some time out of my week this week and do that. I am thinking, so my next market right now, as I said before, will be the beginning of August, the first weekend of August. And then I am signed up for one at the end of August, like the weekend where it's like the last day of August and then the first day of September. And then I'm also signed up for a market at the end of October. I'm also looking at quite a lot of other markets. Most of them are October and November, because that's when a lot of markets are happening around my area that aren't Christmas markets. Christmas markets is a whole another section, but I definitely want to do one more market in October, at least one in November, and then at least 2 Christmas markets. So I really need to work on applying to those markets. It's kind of taking me a long time to figure out what markets I really want to attend to, because I know that a lot of other crocheters go to like farmers markets and stuff like that. That's not really an option for me, sadly, because where I live, farmers markets will only accept vendors that actually have like produce or like flowers or stuff like that. So just fresh consumables and not any handmade items. So I can't do farmers markets. So that makes it kind of harder to figure out events that are happening around me, because a lot of markets are like huge, especially like Christmas markets. Most of them are like 4 weeks plus, and that's not really doable for me. First of all, because I cannot physically make so many plushies, and also because I have a full-time job, so I can't really take 4 weeks off of work to attend a Christmas market. So that's not gonna work. So I need to find some events that are like a weekend or like a Friday and a weekend. So I need to find those, and that's what I will be busy with this week, I think. So I will take you along for that. I won't show you my applications or anything, but I will take you along for that and kind of update you on how it's going and stuff like that. So that is another thing that we really need to do this week that I've been kind of like slacking on, because I ended up not getting into the market that I really wanted to go to in December. So that was kind of a wake-up call that I really need to focus on applying to markets. So now I'm gonna be working on this chicken, and hopefully, if I have time, working on the rest of the white chickens. So that's planned for this lunch break.
Someday never comes, road trips and shotguns, sunshine on my skin, the smile is kicking in, vibes are in the air, jumping everywhere, endless nights, 'cause summer's on my mind. I'm drenched in sunshine and good times, changing the station with an open mind. I don't wanna sound selfish, but I'm not coming back.
Hi friends, it is now Thursday and I'm yet again about to start my workday, but first of all I wanted to show you what I got finished yesterday because I didn't really check back in with you yesterday, so let me get into that now. So as you know, I was working on chickens yesterday and I currently have 2 of those brown chicken bodies finished, and then you also saw me working on some more white chicken bodies, so I have 4 of them finished and I currently have a ball of yarn left that I'm sure that I will not be able to get another chicken body out, so I stored that back away in my stash. But for now I'm happy with the amount of chickens that I have prepared, so I will be working on those later and be finishing those later, probably on my lunch break, so I will take you along for that. But then also yesterday I finally cleaned up my craft space. I know you guys don't really see a lot of that, but let me just tell you, it was bad. Like, working with yarn and crocheting and all of the stuffing and stuff like that, this craft space gets dirty so easily, and I am not one of those fortunate people who actually have a whole craft room. So this is just a corner in my living room and I really had to clean it, so that's what I did yesterday. I also organized a lot of stuff. I caked some yarns that were flying around and I'm just super happy with it finally being in a kinda somewhat clean state. So that is awesome. And then something else I also realized yesterday, I was going through my emails because I was looking at some markets to sign up for, and when I went through my emails I actually realized I have a custom order open that I really need to finish. It has been open for a while. It's not due until the end of July. That's when my customer needs the plushie that he ordered, so I'm still on time for that, but I really need to start working on that because it's quite a bigger plushie. So he ordered a custom bunny and I will put up a picture of the bunny I have had at my markets before. So that is the same bunny pattern that he ordered, but obviously very different fur patterns because it's a custom bunny. So I got a couple pictures of the bunny that I will be making, but this is the bunny that I've had at my markets and it's kind of bigger. It is kind of like a nice size, so I really need to start working on that because I really need to get that out next week because the week after that I will be going on holiday again, so I need to finish that over the weekend. So we need to start working on that, and the bunny is like black and white, so there will be a lot of color changes happening yet again. So it's gonna be interesting, but that is something that we will worry about once I have all of my whips, so all of the octos and the chickens finished, and then I can start working on this bunny. But for now I really need to get started on my workday, and then I will check back in with you on my lunch break and we will probably be working on the chickens next.
Jumping everywhere, endless nights, 'cause summer's on my mind. Someday never comes, road trips and shotgun, sunshine on my skin, smile is kicking in, vibes are in the air, jumping everywhere, endless nights, 'cause summer's on my mind.
Okay, so I'm currently on my lunch break and I have been working on these chickens, and this is why I bulk prep my items, because it took me just like 10 minutes to figure out which row I was putting on the safety eyes before, because I couldn't remember if I put them on this row or the row above. So I tested it out like 3 times until I finally figured out how I've been making my chickens before. So this is why I bulk prep, because now I am back and I know what row I want my eyes to be put in. So now I can make all of them and it will take me way less time than if I were to figure that out for every single chicken that I make in the next couple of weeks. So I got started working on these, and I also got out my bigger silicone washers because the yarn I use for my chickens is quite a lot thicker than the yarn I usually use for my projects. So this is like the chicken yarn that I use, and this is the regular yarn that I use, so it's quite a lot thicker. So the holes between the stitches are bigger, so that's why I like to use the bigger silicone washers that I get. So just a little fun fact on the side. And so far I've completed 2 chickens, so put on the beak and the eyes, so I have 4 more left to go before I can stuff them and close them up, so I will be doing that now. Hey friends, it is now Friday and I am currently yet again on my lunch break, and I wanted to show you what I got finished yesterday. So as you saw, I was working on finishing up my chickens, and I did. So I have 6 of them finished, 2 in this color and then 4 in this white color. So they're all done and sitting on my desk, and I need to put them into my inventory tracker because I've been keeping up with everything that I've been making just to make sure that I have enough of all of the different plushies that I offer at my markets, and to kind of track how much my total inventory is worth, just to have a bigger kind of idea of what I'm bringing and what I'm selling. So that's what I need to do still for those. And then also yesterday I called up some more market organizers. So I have currently applied to 5 more markets, all in the span of like fall and winter. So one is like the beginning of September, one is at the end of October, and then 3 are around the Christmas time, so end of November and all the way through December. So I definitely need to pre-prep for those markets because there's like a couple that are like a couple weekends in a row, and I really need a lot of stock for those because it's before Christmas, so it's gonna go crazy probably. So that is what's going on. I haven't heard back any final decisions. I don't know for certain right now if I will be a seller at any of those markets, but I am pretending like I got into all of them, so I really need to make a lot of stuff. I have one more summer market that I really want to attend, which is at the beginning of August. But fall and winter is definitely going to be super, super busy. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be very interesting. It's gonna be a very different experience to the other markets that I've done so far, because I only started selling this year in March. So I've never done any Christmas markets or anything. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. But that is in the future. So also yesterday I started working some more on my baby Octos, and I put eyes into all of them, so they have their eyes added, all of them. And I now need to stuff them and close them up, and I'm thinking if I work fast I can get all of them done during my lunch break today. And then I really need to start working on my custom bunny because, as I said, I want to get it out next week, and I haven't made a bunny in a long time. So I need to look at the pattern. I already printed out the pattern because it's been so long that I didn't really know what the pattern was like from before. So I need to look into that and look at the pictures and start figuring out how I will make this bunny. But before that, I need to finish these and just get them out of the way. So that is what I will be working on now.
Okay, growing up I read books about enchanting bliss, falling head over heels, sealed by a true love's kiss. Embers in the air, flickers everywhere, a fire you just can't miss. Now the older I get, the more I reminisce. I want it sincerely, so I'm still daydreaming. I see it so clearly. If you're out there, come find me. When I fall in love, all the sparks will fly, lighting up the sky like the fireworks on the 4th of July. The city will ignite magic, wonder, thunder, striking through my heart. When I fall in love, all the sparks will fly, looking in his eyes. Why is it seen as naive if I think it's all real? That when you know, you just know, the butterflies you feel. It's not out of touch if what I want is something that I deal. When he's the one, I'll be done, my heart forever sealed.
Okay, so I finished my Octos. I have all of them laid out in front of me, and this time it didn't really take me a long time, so I finished all of them during my lunch break, so I will show them to you. Now I have to finish my workday first, and then I will see if I can get into the custom bunny for today or if that's a tomorrow project.
I'm not one to be patient, but I'll patiently wait. What's the point of a romance if it's not there to stay? I should probably mention that I'm perfectly fine being alone for a lifetime. Less is perfectly right. When I fall in love, all the sparks will fly, lighting up the sky like the fireworks on the 4th of July.
Hi friends, it is now Sunday, so I ended up having plans all day yesterday. That's why I didn't really check in with you or even crochet anything. So as I talked about on Friday, my next project is going to be a custom bunny that I've been commissioned for. So I started working on it on Friday, but it's kind of funny how far I got before I also had plans on Friday night, so before I had to leave the house. So I currently only have the first initial chain started, and yeah, I definitely need to work some more on that today, so that's what I will be doing. I might take my crochet outside because the weather is pretty nice outside today, but I have to see if it's too warm out on my balcony to actually work out there. So that are my plans. Hopefully I can finish it, but also I have to leave yet again for some more plans this weekend in 2 hours, so I only have those 2 hours to do any of the stuff that I need to be doing today. So I'm not sure if I have enough time to actually finish the bunny today, but we will see.
The city will ignite magic, wonder, thunder, striking through my heart. When I fall in love, all the sparks will fly, looking in his.
Okay, so it's about 15 minutes later and I have started working on the head of the bunny. I only filmed at the very beginning of crocheting because I needed to look at the picture that my customer sent me of the bunny that I'm making, and I'm still filming on my phone, so I kind of needed that to look it up. But now I'm running into a small issue, which is that I don't remember what safety eye size I used the last time I made this pattern. So I've only made this pattern, I think, once before, and I didn't write down what size safety eye I was using that time. So I really don't remember, and I don't really know what to do. I'm looking into the pattern now to see what they recommend, but also I will just probably try it out. So I've marked the placement of the safety eyes right here, and I will probably just try it out and see what looks good. But that's why you need to write down your safety eye size for the different plushies that you're making. It will just make your life so much easier when you redo them, because you don't have to figure all that out again like I am having to do now. So I will definitely write it down once I figured it out for this one. Okay, so I looked into the pattern and they're recommending 6mm safety eyes, which I know I definitely didn't use because I don't even have any 6mm safety eyes. What I also did was looking at the picture of the bunny I previously made, and I'm thinking I was using either 10 or 12mm eyes. I can't really tell from the picture. So what I think I will be using, it's kind of hard to see because the eyes are exactly on the black spots, but I'm thinking of using the 12mm eyes just because I think like bunnies have pretty large eyes in real life. So because I am kind of like in between those two sizes, I think I will go with the bigger size. So 12mm eyes are the ones I will be going for. But after finishing this bunny, I will definitely write it down. So I definitely know for the next time I'm making a bunny that this is what I've used before. It's now Monday and I'm about to start my work day, but before that I wanted to show you how far I got on the custom bunny that I started yesterday, and my plan is that I really want to finish it today. So far I have made the complete body. So as the real life bunny, it has two big spots on the sides of his head and then a small black spot next to where the snout is gonna be, and then mostly a white body which kind of fades into a black part right at his back side. So now what he is still missing are the two front legs, and then I need to crochet all of the pieces like the two ears and the two hind legs, which are just like very small on this bunny pattern, and then also his tail. So I'm still missing quite a lot of parts, but this is how far I got yesterday, and I definitely want to finish it today. So most of the more difficult work should be done by now. So now it's just adding on the body parts and details, but this was the hardest part, doing all those color changes and kind of getting a nice fade from the white to the black. I do think that I could have started working on the black part a bit earlier, but as I said, I've not made this pattern in a long time, so I kind of didn't really know what row would turn out to be where on the body, because they kind of like are increasing in the back side, but I didn't really know when the increases would stop and how the body was shaped. So I think I could have started like 2 rows earlier, but still turned out pretty nicely. So I'm still super happy with it, but for now I'll be working for a couple hours, and then during my lunch break I will definitely try and get as far as I can on his body.
I've got an internet crush. She's not a celebrity, but she's taken. So can't help falling in love. Can't take the hint and give up. My mama told me don't talk to people you haven't met. I guess my mama was right, but it's not 'cause everybody you meet is dangerous, but 'cause they'll break your heart. 'Cause she plays it so cool, making up her own rules, and I'm a loser for thinking Any shot in the dark, now it's hitting me hard. Tell me, what am I supposed to do? 'Cause I've got an internet crush. She's not a celebrity, but she's taken. Still can't help falling in love. Can't take the hint and give up. I've got an internet crush. Internet crush. Internet crush. Internet crush. But if we met somewhere else, would things be different? Or am I wasting my time? Overanalyzing everything that I never said. Why can't I make up my mind? 'Cause she plays it so cool, making up her own rules. And I'm a loser for thinking I've got any shot in the dark. Now it's hitting me hard. Tell me, what am I supposed to do? 'Cause I've got an internet crush. She's not a celebrity, but she's taken. Still can't help.
Hey guys, it's now a while later and I actually finished my work day. And after work, I also finished my bunny. So here it is. I added all the different parts, none of the parts that you actually have to sew on, like the hind legs and the ears. They all don't take that long. They're all pretty small parts. And also the sewing part is not so hard with this pattern. So I'm super happy with this bunny. It's now completely finished. So this bunny and I will now have a photo shoot so that I can send some pictures to my customer who commissioned this piece. So I will send some pictures to him and hopefully hear back from him until tomorrow so that I can pack it up and take it to work with me tomorrow, because I am going into the office tomorrow. So that's always very practical to then take packages that I need to drop off, because I am already downtown, so I don't have to leave and go there just for dropping off packages. So that's what I like to do. So this is the bunny, and I'm thinking about actually making it like an Etsy option to have a custom bunny made, because this has been so much fun and I think that a lot of people would like this. I am, if you're curious, I am charging 40 euros for this bunny. I mean, this bunny is kind of small, but it's also like it takes a lot of work to make. So I think that's a fair price. And my customer immediately agreed to the price, so that's good. And we will have a photo shoot. I'll also record my weekly crochet recap for last week, because I haven't done that yet and I like to do that every single week. So that's what I will be doing now. Hey friends, it is now a Wednesday and I wanted to check in with you. I didn't really crochet anything in the past 2 days because I had to go into the office, and then we also had an after work event, so I didn't really have a lot of free time in the past 2 days. But my customer who bought the bunny from me sent me the payment for this bunny, so I will be packing it up today and taking it to the post office tomorrow. So that is out before my vacation. So that's great to be able to finish that project before going on vacation. So that is awesome. But then also I wanted to ask you guys a question, because as I've been telling you, I've been applying to a lot of fall and winter markets throughout this week and also throughout last week. So I started applying about like 8 days ago, and I sent some emails out to some organizers. And I still haven't heard back from any of them. So it's been 8 days and 7 days since I first applied. And I wanted to ask you guys, when would be the time that you pick up the phone and call them and ask them if there's any more information they need about me, or what the situation is looking like? Or would you send them an email, and would now be the right time? I really don't know. I don't want to come off as too pushy, but I also want to get into those markets, so I don't really know what the right thing to do is there. But I'm thinking that I should probably call them soon. I don't really know when the right time is though. So help me out, leave me a comment down below. What would you do in my situation? If you've ever been in that situation, what did you do? I don't really know how to go from this. And I'm also kind of nervous that I will not get into any markets anymore. So it's not that much of a fun time right now because I'm thinking that nobody wants me as a vendor. So I'm kind of struggling with that right now. I'm gonna be real honest with you, but I really want to secure my markets. So that's kind of making me a bit nervous for the future. But for now, I will distract myself from that by going down into my basement and getting a box to pack up my custom bunny. So that is what we will do now. Okay, so as I've showed before, I like to include some stickers into my packages. So I will be randomly picking the two colors for the two stickers. So that is the first one, and this is the second one, and I'm now randomly picking out two stickers out of the two packs. I just like to include a small freebie. I've had these stickers for a long time, so this is a nice way to actually give them some use. So this is the two stickers that I picked. And then something else I thought about doing is, as you know, I didn't sell this bunny through Etsy. I sold it through getting in contact with my customer because he met me at the market and he saw my stall and took my business card and just wrote me an email and ordered that bunny. So I've been thinking about if I should include a gift code, like a discount code to my Etsy shop to generate some more customers for that, because I do have some discount codes on Etsy already, like set up already. So I'm thinking that I might print out a small little card that includes a discount code for Etsy. So I will design that on Canva soon and print it out and include it into the package. I designed the card for the coupon code. It looks like this. I put a picture of the baby octos I've made up here, and I will obviously not show the code, but I'm kind of happy with how this turned out. I also put a QR code onto the card so they can scan this code and be immediately forwarded to my Etsy site. So I will now cut this out and then we will finally pack the bunny up. So the bunny is now all packed up, and I don't know if you noticed, but it fit in this box like perfectly. It was like the best fit I've ever had for a product and a box. So I'm super excited about that. That just like, for some reason, that was so satisfying to pack up. So I will now print out the label for the package and I will be bringing that to the post office tomorrow and send this bunny on its way. And then also I need to prep for vacation because I definitely want to take a lot of yarn and my hook, of course, and all of the materials I need. I'm still debating whether I should take my safety eyes and some stuffing so I can actually finish some projects, or if I will do that once I'm back, but I will figure that out during the course of the next few days. But I will definitely take you along for that, even though that will be in a totally different video, which will revolve all around my small business going on vacation and all of the projects I managed to complete during the drive and while I'm staying there. So that will be a whole nother video. So this concludes this week's video. Thank you so much for staying all the way to the end, and I would really appreciate if you liked this video. If you did, and leave me a comment down below, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please consider doing so. So I will see you again next week. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.